Hi guys! Today's video is not a vlog or a favorites video. It's actually a makeup video, which I am definitely not qualified to do. It's a little get ready with me for this look right here, which is my everyday makeup look. If you have your matcha and you have some makeup, it would be super fun to get ready together. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you at the end of it, I guess. Let's get started. I already prepped my skin. I will list all the products here if anybody's interested. I also just put this on my lips. This is the Prada glowing lip color in just the white shade. I find it to be super nourishing. It's really just like feels like putting lotion on your lips in the best way possible. I've already done my hair, which is not the usual step for me. Usually I'll do hair last, but I wanted it to be done for the video. So I did a little mini blowout, and my hair clips are these guys. My first step is always eyebrows. So I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. This is like my messiest step, so I like to get it out of the way. I just like to put it through both eyebrows and then let it kind of sit and get more tacky or like jelly so that I can lay them down a lot easier. I think I mentioned this in a favorites video. I used to do my eyebrows I went in with like a pretty heavy hand, and they were starting to take up a lot of like room on my face, which I wasn't particularly liking. I would say that those are similar enough for me. If they're not similar enough for you, don't tell me. I feel like I have not changed my makeup routine, like the steps, since I was like 16 years old. I've changed my eyebrows like 50 million times because, I don't know, I went through a phase where they were like so thin. I had a phase with the dip brow where they were like straight and short. They've been through a lot, but I'm happy with how they look now. So that's my dissertation on eyebrows. While my brows kind of dry and set, I'm gonna move on to complexion. The first thing I use is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Stick. I haven't always used a complexion stick. I think I mentioned this in my last favorites video, but I recently started using it and I've noticed that I apply a lot less concealer. I really liked wearing it in Hong Kong, especially because it would just like stay all day. It was a nice like kind of coverage thing where some days I didn't even have to wear concealer. I could just wear this and it was fine. By the way, I'm using the Jones Road Everything brush. It's just like a super dense complexion brush. I can't remember who said this, but you want to let your concealer marinate on your skin. So I'm just going to dot this on my face and then move on to the eyebrows. This is the Kosas Revealer Concealer in the shade 2.3N. I love this stuff. I've been using it religiously for a really long time. I want to say maybe 3 years. Blends out really nice. It's just like the perfect concealer for me. So that's going to chill on my face. I just kind of placed it where I have blemishes or like little problem spots. And then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Ebony with a really light hand where my brows are a little bit sparse, which is in a lot of places. Sisters, not twins. Sisters, not twins. I always have an issue with this eyebrow specifically because in the mirror it doesn't look any different, but when I look back at photos of myself and videos, this arch is crazy, and I don't know how to fix that because I literally, like, when I look at myself in the mirror, it looks fine. I've never gotten my eyebrows professionally done, so maybe that is the key. But anyway, now that the brows are done, we're gonna go back to the concealer and blend it out. I just use my fingers. I've tried to use brushes before, and I find that it just moves everything around in a really suboptimal way. The blush that I've been liking recently is the Rhode Pocket Blush in Sleepy Girl. I use this mostly for the formula. It's super creamy, super blendable, very natural, and I love the color too. Some other ones that I like to use are the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in the color 65, which is like this really pretty berry red. I like to use it in like the winter. I think it's really pretty. I also like to use this kind of like putty sort of blush from MAC. This is the Blush Please Glow Play Cushion Blush, and it is like such a funny consistency. It's kind of like clay. It's really fun to use and a really nice like terracotta-y color. Today we're gonna be using the Rhode one. Swipe it a couple times on each cheek, and then once or twice or 3 times or 4 times down my nose. And that's what we're looking like I'm gonna set this all now with some powder. I know it's like not the norm anymore to like set your entire face. As a girl that is extremely oily, I have to. One product that I found is really nice in like setting your face, making sure it's not oily but keeping that kind of glow, is the Kosas Cloud Set. This is the shade Airy. This is a shade above what I'm usually in, which is Breezy, and that's like my normal shade, not my summer shade, and I have gotten a little bit tan, like a little bit, so it doesn't exactly match. So I kind of just take this brush from NYX. This is a really old brush. The name of it is Wiped Away, but it's just their big fluffy powder brush. Sometimes if I have really persistently red spots, I can just go in with this with a Q-tip and like kind of spot correct. It's just a really natural powder and wears really nicely. For powder blush, I'm gonna go with the Dior Rosy Glow in Rosewood, kind of like a deep pink shade. I don't know if you can see that, but I think it complements the Sleepy Girl blush very well on my nose. And because I don't really contour anymore, I'm gonna take this onto the corners of my forehead because I have a gigantic cranium. By the way, this is the Sephora brush number 96. It's just a tapered blush brush. I'm gonna take my big powder brush again and kind of just blend everything out so that there's no harsh lines, if any. Sometimes if I'm going to an event or shooting or something, I will take just this pink triangle powder puff. I think my sister got this for me from Amazon. And then take the same Kosas powder and place it in areas that I want to be a little bit brighter. And my forehead. We're gonna set the face. At the moment, I'm using the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over Setting Spray. I was using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Setting Mist, but it was like spraying hairspray on my face. It was really stinky and it made my face feel really tight. Some people may like, it's not really for me. I like more of a wet setting spray. I'm gonna let that dry. Curl my lashes with the Shiseido eyelash curler that every Asian girl has. The hold that this one provides is very good. It keeps my eyelashes up for a very long time. My lashes are super stubborn, so you're gonna see I'm gonna curl one lash at a time. One eye at a time, not one lash at a time. And then apply the mascara. And then go to the other eye. So I use this, and then I use the Heroin Make Curl Keep Mascara Base waterproof version in brown. Take a matcha break. And then the final step of my eyes, there's only two, is the eyeliner. And what I like to use, if I can find it, because I'm super tiny. Our last step for the eyes is eyeliner, and I use the Prada Durable Gliding Eye Pencil in 02 Wood, again, a dark brown. I don't really like draw it on my face with the pencil. I'll take a angled brush. This is really old. I think I got it in a set from like Urban Outfitters when I was probably like 13, but I just kind of take it off the sides. And then using the eyelashes that we just did, I use that kind of as a guideline for where the line should go. I try to keep it like out rather than up. My eyes are two different shapes. I don't know if that's really noticeable, but they are different shapes, and that's why it makes it so hard for me to do my eyebrows, like I was mentioning before. I want to say maybe 14 or 15 in grade 9, like just starting high school. I don't know if my audience is too young for this, but like Ask FM, somebody sent me an ask that literally wasn't a question. It was like, well, I guess it was a question because it was like, do you know your eyes are like two different shapes? I get, like, I don't know. But I think about that a lot. If they're uneven, don't tell me because I already know. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit on the brush again and go into my lower lash line. For my lips, we're gonna go in with a Rhode combo. We're gonna go in with the Peptide Lip Shape in Lunge, Rhode Peptide Lip Tint in PBJ, which is just this like dark berry color. This is the finished look. Very simple, very fast, very easy, very beginner friendly because I am a beginner and it's friendly to me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and getting ready with me, and I'll see you in the next one.